Good morning to all my YouTube listeners and viewers. Today we will be talking about a topic: be stress free to enjoy the life. Now you tell me, how many of you are having stress in your life? Your answer is absolutely correct, all of you. Okay, how many of you wish to be stress free and enjoy the life? All of you. So what are those stressful moments? What are those stressors? How we are stressed? What is the effect of stress on our body? And how we can be stress free without spending money? That is all about we are talking to. There is a very simple mathematical formula. S is equal to when P is more than R. Means what? S means stress, P is your pressure, and R is resources. You are stressed when pressure exceeds your resources. That means you are doing a project, you are looking in a OPD, too many patients are there, but your resources are limited, your manpower is less, you are short of equipment, then you will be stressed. You are doing some project or have been assigned for some work, but to accomplish that project or work, you are not having proper resources. Then you will be stressed. This equation works in every part of your life. In this diagram, you see a Hansen's stress model. A graph is plotted between efficiency and stress. As you can see, as your stress increases, your efficiency also increases up to a point. And then when your stress increases further, efficiency decreases. What does it mean? To accomplish a work, you have to have certain amount of stress which is going to increase your efficiency, and that is what is known as eustress, or what we call as good stress. Suppose I have come to give my talk and I am not prepared, I have not taken any stress. Will I be able to perform well to 100% of my efficiency? Definitely not. Similarly, whenever you are doing your work, then you should have stress to a level which is not going to decrease your efficiency, and that you need to recognize. Further, you can see in this diagram what I have told you just now. Suppose you are having absolutely stress-free life. The person who is just lying down at the bottom, will he be able to perform? Will he be able to give 100% of his potential? No, he will not be able to. Why? Because he is not taking any stress towards his or her work. As stress grows, the efficiency also increases, the performance also increases. Then you reach at the top and you need to recognize, yes, this is my 100%. Now, if there is further increase in stress, then your performance drops down and you feel depressed. You have to just understand what is the level, what is your 100%, up to what level you can bear with stress. And this is the difference between eustress and distress, that or you can call good stress or bad stress. Eustress or the positive stress that enables concentration, It increases your performance, as you have seen in the diagram and the plot, and it energizes you to be in motion. So don't go away with an idea that you will not be having any stress when you are going to perform at any part of your life. No, you should have stress to the tune that you should use your efficiency to the maximum. The negative stress will demotivate you, will reduce your effectiveness as well as your efficiency, as you have seen in the diagram, and will cause some physical, mental or the behavioral problem. You need to recognize all those things. You can be physically stressed, like suppose lot of noise is there, the atmosphere is not good, too sultry, hot, AC is not working, you may be stressed. Bright light is there affecting your light, you are working all the time on the computer screen, which is affecting you badly, physical stress. You have been given the furniture in the office or the reading table or in the operation table which is not apt, ergonomically not good, and your posture is causing you stress. So those can be physical factors. Then you can be mentally stressed. You are having some problem in your home, at workplace, with your colleague, with your peer, with your boss, with your team member. Then you will be mentally stressed and will not be able to give your 100%. If you are not having proper relations, then you will be socially stressed. Suppose I have come to do a surgery or you have gone to do a surgery, and just before surgery you had some altercation with your dear ones. What will happen? You will be having problem, or you are not acceptable to society. Then you will not be able to perform to full of your potential. Similarly, if you talk stress in nutshell, then you will be having physical problem, you may be having mental problem, you may be having social problem. How you can do stress management? We can have healthy lifestyle for physical problem, to just maintain our body, relax our mind, to take care of mental problem, and to have good social atmosphere at home or at our workplace or in our operation theatre, to give our 100%. Now question is, why we are talking about stress today? It's not only your personal benefit, it's basically you are a person who is an asset for your nation. Suppose you are not able to give your 100%, then it will not be only your loss, but it will be a loss to society as well as nation. The researchers have seen that 2/3 of the medical OPD patient, they suffer from stress or stress related diseases. And whenever there is stress management to their life, that increases their efficiency and nation's pride. Stress is number one proxy killer today in the world. What is that proxy killer? See, in the death book, they do not write the person has died due to stress. The cause of death may be heart attack, may be hypertension, may be diabetes, some sort of illness. But have you ever thought of that? All these diseases could be generated due to stress. So that means stress is number one proxy killer. And as I have told, the American Medical Association has studied that 60 to 90% primary care physician visit, they are due to stress related diseases. Lot of money is spent. Billions of dollars, American dollar, they are spent upon stress related disease. If you talk of India, you can save lot of GDP if you train others to lead stress free life and you also lead stress-free life. There is a 20-year study of London where they have studied that stress is a greater risk factor for development of cancer and heart disease in comparison to high cholesterol level or cigarette smoking. Now you see, we talk a lot about the smoking, anti-smoking campaign is going on. We talk a lot about junk food, fast food, but we are not talking about the stress in public. And this has got major effect on our body. My message to young generation is that stress will increase your aging process. You will look old early. You will have those diseases what we used to have at later stage of our life, say after the age of 60 years. Nowadays, the youngsters, they are working under a lot of pressure. May it be health professionals, surgeons, nurse practitioners, doctors. May it be corporate persons. May anybody is doing some business or doing some work. Youngsters nowadays, they are taking more of stress and they are aging. They are having those diseases which they should not have at their stage. And mind you, the stress, it does not affect only your brain, only your mind. It affects every part of your body. If you talk about the system, stress is causing diseases which are pertaining to cardiovascular diseases like ischemic heart diseases, myocardial infarction, which you in common terms say heart attack. Then it also affects your immune system because stress produces stress hormone, and these hormones, they decrease the functioning of T cells which are responsible for immunity. And this is especially true for this COVID period, that if we are having stress, then our immune power will be decreased and we will be having more symptoms of COVID or more complications of COVID-19. So it affects our immune system also. It causes asthma. We have seen so many patients, if we did stress management, then the dose of the inhaler or their drug is decreased. Diabetes, all of us know, diabetes is stress related. Skin ulcers, you will be surprised to know that many skin ulcers, they develop. Why? Because the person is having less immunity, the erosions of the skin, they cause ulcers and they poorly heal. Psoriasis, if suppose you are having stress in your life and you are taking medicine for psoriasis, it will not be cured. You have to lead stress-free life also to enjoy your life. Lot of youngsters or the persons of any age, they do complain of headache and migraine. Yes, headache can be due to some organic causes as well. You should get it investigated. But you have to find whether we are having some stress-related factor or not. I am not saying whenever you are having headache, you just say it is only due to stress. You get your eye checked, you get your head checked, it's okay. But yes, if everything is normal, you should think of some stress factors. Many young ladies or girls, they are having premenstrual pain, abdominal pain. They go to gynecologist, they keep on taking some medicine, some antispasmodic. But they don't realize that this premenstrual symptom is basically due to their stress factors. If they will be able to manage the stress, this dose dependence in premenstrual period will not be there. Some persons, they are depressed. Even some persons are having some digestive disorder, lot of loose motions, what we call as irritable bowel syndrome. They keep on going to use washroom. They go 3, 4, 5 times. They undergo lot of investigations. But they did not bother about the stress factors, whether they are suffering or not. I will tell you very interesting thing. Now what happens when you recognize that you are having stress? Then you start doing stress management to maintain your efficiency. But in this diagram what I am showing you is, as you go and your stress is increased, your performance also increases. You reach to 100% of your efficiency. But if you do stress management along with your work right from very beginning, then your efficiency increases from 100 to 120%. Means what? Stress management should start from very beginning. It increases your existing performance also. You can perform beyond your capacity. So our young generation, all the professionals, they should understand that stress management should start right from very beginning, not after they have detected or they are having some symptom. If you talk about the symptom, you may be having some physical symptom. As I told you, you may be having increased breath rate, respiration rate, palpitation, headache, what I have mentioned. You may be having some mental symptom. You may feel depressed. You may have some mood swings, some behavioral symptom, some emotional symptom. You may be having you may have anger all the time, you may be angry all the time, you may be having you feel like weeping. So depending upon what system is involved, you may be having many symptoms. Now that your duty, why I am telling, you should recognize those symptoms, because until you will recognize those symptoms, you will not be able to differentiate whether we are having some disease or this symptom is due to my stress factors. Like sleep pattern. Suppose your sleep pattern changes. You sleep for more than 8 hours. You sleep for 10, 12, 14 hours a day. Or your sleep is disturbed, you are sleeping less. You should find there should be some stress factor related to you. You are feeling tired all the time. You are having some digestive problem. You keep on going to doctors, but you do not bother about the stress. So you have to just see inside what stress you have got. Many married couple, they do not have sexual drive. They spend lot of money. They go from one doctor to other, they get the things investigated, but that is not the thing. They have to find whether they are having some stress or not. The stress, as I mentioned, can be physical, can be mental, can be social, can be behavioral. The persons, they usually complain of body aches, pains. They say my shoulder is paining, my this joint is paining, my chest is paining. Bizarre symptom, which is not related to any disease. The person may be having repeated infection, as I mentioned, because of poor immune power. Repeatedly they are being infected because of some bacteria or the virus. Indigestion problem. They feel dizziness. Even they have got fainting attacks. I have seen many young females especially, they are having fainting attacks. Sometimes you feel like sweating and your tremors or they are trembling in the hands. You must have, all the students or all the persons must have observed, when they go for the examination, when the question paper comes in and they are not able to understand or not able to answer all the questions, what happens? They feel disturbed. They are not able to perform their 100% because they forget. See, they are not knowing the answer of those questions which they have not gone through. Okay, agreed. But at least they should answer all those questions which they have read, but they are not able to perform. So sometimes you have lot of sweating. You are going for an interview, you are not able to perform well because you was having some stress. I have gone through the patients who say that there is some tingling in my hands or in my legs. They go from one neurologist to another neurologist. They get themselves investigated. So all these things are to be seen whether we are having some stress related stressors or not. You may be having breathlessness, palpitation, or even missing heartbeats. I have seen in my family that one of my family member was having missing heartbeats. Of course, I am not saying you will not investigate. You have to investigate all the echo, Holter, cardiogram, everything, and you have to rule out the heart condition. But yes, if everything is normal, you should find out some stress factor could be responsible for that. If you talk about the mental symptoms, then there is lack of concentration. Whenever you are studying or doing surgery or you are doing any work, you are not able to properly concentrate. Suppose I am giving my talk and there is some stress in my mind. What will happen? I will not be able to deliver my talk coherently. I will talk bizarre. I will forget. I will having some sort of memory problem. Whatever thought process is going on, I will lapse in that. I will have some confusion. So all those things, they do happen if you are having stress in your workplace, at your workplace. You may be disoriented. You may not be having orientation of even time, whether it is day or night. This happens. And when these things, they do happen, you should be alert. And at the extreme part of the mental symptom, the person may have some panic attacks. Lot of panic may be there. If we talk about the behavioral symptom, the behavior of person changes, and you have to very minutely observe your behavioral symptom. First and foremost will be your appetite changes. If you start eating very less, anorexia, loss of appetite, or if you start eating more, bulimia, then you should think whether I am having some stress or not. So sleep pattern changes, that the eating habit changes. Then what happens when you are in stress? Unfortunate, it has been shown in our many of the movies, whether they are Bollywood movie or Hollywood movie, whenever a person is in stress, uses some sort of smoking or some sort of alcohol. And the same is being replicated by our young population. That should not happen. They start consuming that cigarette or the smoke, the tobacco or alcohol or any other medication or any other drugs. What happens? They become ill. Then the persons may be restless all the time. They may have fidgeting, means there will be non-purposeful movement of the body. They are sitting, changing posture all the time. They are doing opening and closing the button, just combing, just scratching somewhere. All these things, if suppose they do happen with you, you should feel that you are stressed. And you must have observed whenever you are being scolded or you have gone for any interview, and you can very well understand the person who is giving interview is stressed or not by observing the behavior of that person. Nail biting, very simple. In childhood, many children, they have the habit of nail biting. Instead of disgusting them, find out what is the cause of stress. They may be stressed, and this nail biting is basically due to they are having some sort of stress. The person may be hypochondriac, means they are not having any disease in their body, but they are worried about, I am having some problem in my stomach, some problem in my chest, some problem in my head. They go and keep on doing all the investigations. So suppose you are having some problem and you are being investigated, and repeated investigations tell you that you do not have any problem in your body, then you have to find out what should be the cause of that symptom. Is it stress or not? Emotionally, the emotional symptom, you may be angry, you may be angry all the time without any rhyme or reason. you will be disturbed. You will start weeping. Lot of tears will start coming in. Nobody is even talking to you. You are sitting alone and you are just weeping. I have seen many of my known persons who do not take bath for 3 to 4 days. So suppose you are not taking bath for 3 to 4 days, you are not changing your clothes, you are not keeping up with your personality, you are not carrying you properly, and this has developed in short span. So you should be alarmed that this is because of some stress. Personal hygiene, you are not properly shaving, not combing your hairs, not taking care of your clothes, all these matter. So you should, that fellow, suppose some person is developing such habits, that fellow should not be disgusted. We have to find whether there is some factor which is causing stress to him or her. Now the question is, once we have recognized the stress symptoms, the effect of stress on our body, what we should do to keep our life happy? We should remain stress free and we should enjoy our life. There is ABC strategy. A means awareness, means whatever I have discussed with you, the physical symptom, the mental symptom, the behavioral symptom, all these you need to recognize. And once you have recognized that these symptoms are developing within me or with the other person, then you have to recognize by questioning, by introspection, that what could be the possible cause for this stress and what is my reaction or what is the reaction of the other. So that is there. And the B is balance. As you have seen in the diagram, that there is a very fine line between positive and negative stress, and you have to recognize. That means you have to take stress till a level your efficiency is increasing. As soon as, because of that stress, your efficiency is coming down, you should understand this is the stop point. Now I should not take more stress, otherwise my performance will be not up to the mark. Then C is control. Once you have recognized, you are aware, once you have struck the balance between positive stress and negative stress, then you need to control C. And for control, only 3 things are important, like ABC 3 things, the 3 things, or you can take 3 mantras. Number 1 is change your thinking. Number 2 is change your behavior, and number 3 is change your lifestyle. Only 3 things. What do I mean by changing your thinking? You have to reframe and develop this habit or this art of reframing the situation. If you are not able to change the situation, change yourself. See, all the things are not in our hand. Sometimes what happens, the things, they do not change. Then we have to change our perception. We have to reframe the situation. It is not that by reframing the situation is going to be okay, but I will be stress free. And that is what I want. If I wish to remain stress free, I have to reframe the situation. हिंदी का एक गाना है, वो अफसाना जिसे अंजाम तक लाना ना हो मुमकिन, उसे एक खूबसूरत मोड़ देकर छोड़ना अच्छा. So that sort of thinking, that sort of feeling you should have. Then you should have positive thinking. All of you know what is the meaning of positive thinking. A glass may be half filled or half empty. Everybody knows that. So you should know, you should see, every person, every situation is in package. There are some good things, there are some not so good things. You have to concentrate upon those things which are good and should try to develop not so good thing to a good level. Means if you will start thinking positively all the situations, you will be stress free. You have to change your behavior. That means you have to be assertive. Whenever, see, if you have thought of any work, you should be assertive, but not arrogant. Yes, I will do it, I can do it. That should be the mindset. You have to get yourself organized. So once your things are organized, suppose I am doing my recording, my voice is recording well, my camera is working well, my light is working well, my screen is working well, I am getting organized, I will be having less stress. So when you are going at your workplace, suppose you are going for doing surgery, beforehand everything should be organized. Anesthetist should have come, the sister should be there, the OT list should be properly placed, the instrument should be always be there, all the things should work. There should be proper bed, post-operative bed is there, all these things are there. You have to get yourself organized, and the same is true for any field of life. Then you should have proper ventilation, vent out. Now I am giving you example. Suppose I am living in a room and there are no windows. In due course of time, what will happen? The air within the room will become dirty, will affect me. If I will put an exhaust, the dirty air will go outside and fresh air will start coming in. That is what the vent is. So suppose you are feeling depressed, you are feeling distressed, you have to find a person to whom you can share with. You share your stress with another person, and definitely with that person who matters you, who can really help you. It is not that you are going to tell each and every person, I am having stress, I am having stress. No. You have to be very specific. Find a true friend of yours, tell all your problems and try to find out solution. That ventilation will keep your mind clear of those stress. You should have some sort of humor in your life. Whenever you go to your home, you come to your workplace, you go to your operation theater, you go to your wards, you go to your corporate office, some sort of humor. I am not saying all the time you are doing humor, then your work will not be done. You have to be dignified while having the atmosphere humorous. Suppose I go to my house and I know that my house is absolutely stressful. Will I go there very soon? I will not. It may be one reason that why I am going to my home late. Or contrary, suppose at my workplace or in my classes the atmosphere is stressful, I will be having a lot of absenteeism over there. So we have to see that all the time our surroundings should be happy. We have to distract, that distraction and diversion technique. Suppose I am having some stress, I am good at painting, I will do painting, I will read some book, I will listen some good music, I will play guitar, I will play piano, I will play flute, I will talk to someone whom I like. So that distraction should be there. Your mind should be distracted for some time so that you will be relaxed, your mind will be relaxed. Then you have to change your lifestyle. Lifestyle, healthy lifestyle is absolutely another very big topic. I will cover it separately sometime. But yes, lifestyle means you have to do proper exercise, take healthy diet, properly sleep for a certain duration, say 6, 7 to 8 hours a day. You should have time for your leisure, and you should relax your mind by doing meditation, by some breathing exercises. All the things are important. When you are living in your world, there are basically 4 areas. What are those 4 areas? Family, workplace, friends and leisure. You have to keep balance between all these 4. Suppose you have got 1 rupee with you, then you will distribute that 1 rupee into 25 paisa, 25 paisa, 25 paisa, 25 paisa, or say 30 paisa, 40 paisa. then 15 paisa, 15 paisa. Like means you, whatever balance you have made in, you have to keep balance. You cannot remain all the time with family members. You can and forget the work. No, you cannot. Or all the time you are at leisure doing no work, not giving time to family or friends. All the time you are working day and night, thinking that you are a great person, not giving time to your family, not giving time to your friends, not taking time for yourself. So this is not going to work. This can work for a short period, but this cannot work for a long period or for a lifestyle. So you have to strike balance. My dear friends, I would like to say in end that stress is day to day in our life, is a part of our life. It will remain with us. It's not that we will live without stress, but we need to learn this stress management. Once we are working and doing stress management together, as I have told you before, your work efficiency is going to be increased. Stress is positive as well as negative. You have to find out the level where it is going or to decrease your efficiency. It should not persist very long with you so that you may develop some illness. This is a special message to youngsters especially. And then you have to identify and do stress management simultaneously. You have to be humorous but should maintain your dignity. You should learn to reframe the situation and be a positive thinker. You should be assertive but not arrogant. Have to organized whenever you are going at work or at home. Learn time management. Learn how should you relax your mind. How should you increase the productivity. My dear friends, I tried to explain you in a very simple language what are those factors which affect your body, how you can recognize, what are those small tips if you adopt in your body, you can be stress free and you can be a good citizen for your nation, you can be a good person for your family and society, and of course you can be good to yourself. Thank you very much. Next Saturday we will meet with some other topic. Till then, goodbye, and I request you not only to see, watch or listen my channel, but also like, subscribe and share. Thank you very much.